Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of IPR. Okay, now let us look at the picture here. So, in the picture, we can see there is a letter pad, there is a writing instrument, and someone is trying to write something. Fine. So, we can say this can be a letter of request, this can be an application for request, etc. etc. Okay. So, actually, why this picture is indicated here? Because today we are going to deal with a different form, and the form number is form number 12, whose title is request for grant of patent. Okay, and for this thing we require to apply for the same via an application. Okay, and this is done via form number 12. Okay, so we can see one thing here. See, just observe. The letters are emerging. This is just a symbol. Here, in the form of letters, the person is going to request for something. And specifically here, this is the request for grant of patent via form number 12. Fine, let us proceed. Form number 12. Form number 12 has the title Request for Grant of Patent under Section 26 subsection 1 and Section 52 subsection 2. Okay. The relevant sections are Section 26, particularly subsection 1, and Section 52, specifically subsection 2. Okay. So what is Section 26? Section 26 is in case of obtaining, controller may treat the patent as the patent of opponent. Okay, so you just mark here, the keyword here is obtaining. Fine, and now we will go to section 52. The title is grant of patent to true and first inventor where it has been obtained by another in fraud of him. Okay, so here the keyword is true and first inventor. Okay, that means here if the true and first inventor is cheated by someone, okay, and we can say actually he or she is the deserving candidate, okay, for getting the grant of the patent. But if someone has taken from him or her the invention by doing some fraud, okay, then this section deals with this. That means it will always give the, or it will always grant the patent to the true and the first inventor. That's why the title is grant of patent to true and first inventor where it has been obtained by another in fraud of him. Fine, I hope it is clear now. Next is the relevant rules are rules 63A and rule 79. Okay, where rule 63A has the title request made under section 26 subsection 1 and rule 79 is request under section 52 subsection 2. Okay, I hope the whole slide is clear right now. So please try to remember this slide and set it in your mind so that whenever a question relevant to this comes, you can very well answer it. Okay friends, let us proceed. Okay, now let us continue our journey in the world of IPR by picking a specific section of the Patents Act 1970 as amended by Amendment Act 2005. And today's specific section is section number 26, and this comes from chapter 5, and the title for chapter 5 is Opposition Proceedings to Grant of Patents. Okay, and here the title for section 26 is in cases of obtaining, controller may treat the patent as the patent of the opponent. Okay, so here you can observe this key point here, in cases of obtaining. That's why this is given inside the course. In cases of obtaining, controller may treat the patent as the patent of the opponent. Fine, completely opposite thing you can say. So how it happens? Let us proceed to the details of this section. Fine. Now we will deal with the keywords or key terms or the key phrases from the subsections of section 26. And here there are two subsections and subsection 1 has two clauses. So let us find out the key terms here. For subsection 1 clause A, the key term is obtained from the opponent. Okay. And for subsection 1 clause B, it is exclusion of that part of the invention. Okay. And for subsection 2, the key term or the key phrase is application is pending. Fine. So again I am telling that these are totally or completely my way or my perspective of picking a key term or a key phrase. You can find it your own as per your intellect. Fine. Okay. So let us proceed. Subsection 1 says, where in any opposition proceeding under this act, the controller finds that, clause A, the invention so far as claimed in any claim of the complete specification was obtained from the opponent in the manner set out in clause A of subsection 2 of section 25 and revokes the patent on that ground, he may on request by such opponent made in the prescribed manner direct that the patent shall stand amended in the name of the opponent. Okay. And clause B says, a part of an invention described in the complete specification was so obtained from the opponent, he may pass an order requiring that the specification be amended by the exclusion of that part of the invention. Okay. So here friends, subsection 1 deals with, so already we have discussed in detail about section 25. So you can very well recall that part. Here what happens? Subsection 1 says, wherein any opposition proceeding under this act. Okay. Under this act means the Patents Act 1970. So, in cases of opposite proceedings, if the controller finds that, with clause A, that means what is the situation? The invention so far is claimed in any claim of the complete specification. Okay, that means in a claim of a complete specification, and it was obtained from the opponent. How it is obtained from the opponent? In the manner of section 25 subsection 2 clause A. That means as per that particular clause, if the controller finds that the invention is actually obtained from the opponent part, okay, and we can say he revokes the patent on that ground, that means as per that particular clause. Okay, then he may, that means the controller may, on the request by the opponent, that means if the opponent requests to the controller in a prescribed manner, then the controller directs that the patent shall stand amended in the name of the opponent. That means a completely opposite thing happens here. Okay. So next we will go to clause B. Wherein any opposition proceeding under this act, the controller finds that, come here, a part of an invention described in the complete specification was so obtained from the opponent. Here a part is mentioned. Just observe this. Okay. He may pass, that means the controller may pass an order requiring that the specification be amended by the exclusion of that part of the invention. That means if a part is obtained from the opponent, then that will be excluded. Okay. And the specification is amended by excluding that part. Fine. I hope it is pretty much clear now. Okay. And also I would like to tell you that please refer section 25 subsection 2, because we know that section 25 subsection 2 deals with the post grant opposition part. So please take a look there. Then the rule or the relevant rule associated with this section is rule number 63A, whose title is request made under section 26(1). Section 26 subsection 1. Okay. And the form related is form number 12, whose title is request for grant of patent, and specifically under section 26 subsection 1 and section 52 subsection 2. Fine. Okay. Subsection 2 says, where an opponent has, before the date of the order of the controller requiring the amendment of a complete specification referred to in clause B of subsection 1, filed an application for a patent for an invention which includes the whole or a part of the invention held to have been obtained from him, and such application is pending, the controller may treat such application and specification in so far as they relate to the invention held to have been obtained from him, as having been filed for the purposes of this act relating to the priority dates of claims of the complete specification on the date on which the corresponding document was or was deemed to have been filed by the patentee in the earlier application, but for all other purposes, the application of the opponent shall be proceeded with an application for a patent under this act. Okay, here the subsection 2 deals with the stage of the application where it is pending. Fine. So let me read it again, and please observe the letters in pink. Fine. Okay. Where an opponent has, okay, before the date of the order of the controller. That means till now the controller has not ordered. Okay. Requiring the amendment of a complete specification as per clause B subsection 1. That means just now we have discussed in this section only, section 26 subsection 1 clause B. You can refer that. Okay. Filed an application for a patent for an invention, filed an application which includes the whole or part of the invention. That means this includes the whole or part of the invention held to have obtained from him. That means from the opponent. Okay. And such application is pending. The stage of the application is pending. Okay. Then the controller may treat such application and specification in so far as they relate to the invention held to have been obtained from him as having been filed for the purposes of this act. That means the Patents Act 1970 relating to the priority dates of the claims. Priority dates of the claims of the complete specification. Okay. On the date on which the corresponding document was or deemed to have been filed. Okay. Just observe the dates. Have been filed by the patentee in earlier application. Filed by the patentee in his earlier application. Okay. But for all other purposes, the application of the opponent shall be proceeded with an application for a patent under this act. Okay. So, all the situations are given mentioned here. Okay. So, please try to understand the situation here. That's all. Okay. Okay. Let us proceed then. Now, after going through all the subsections from section 26, as a whole, we can say the summary of section 26 can be written like, section 26 provides specific rules for the case where the opposition was successful on the grounds that the claimed invention was wrongfully obtained from the opponent. Okay. In such a case, the controller may decide that the patent should be amended in the name of the opponent. This is the simple conclusion we can say. And also friends, in some further lectures, I would try to bring some case laws associated with this type of situations. That means I will handle some case laws where sections like 26, 25, etc. will be that means we can say they have a great role to play here, play there. Fine. Okay. Let us proceed then. The reference is Patents Act 1970 as amended by Amendment Act 2005 and the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Okay friends, thank you all for watching my video and listening to me. Okay, so please like, share and subscribe the channel, and please put down your comments and queries in the comment box. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe, stay blessed. Jai Hind.